Strict adherence to protocol is essential. The salvage lead verifies the permits, while the crew finalizes the rigging inspection before deployment.
Searching a debris-strewn wreck zone requires precision. Once deployed, the multi-beam system surveys the seabed at 38 meters.
Multi-beam sonar begins its pass, searching the seabed for a distinct shadow.
Steady on course, bearing 085.
Mark.
The ROV is committed to the marked spot. The descent allows us to visibility is severely limited by the green murk. A strong, pulsing current complicates the ROV's descent as it searches for the main wreckage.
The target is clearly identifiable now, a massive bronze propeller with 5 intact blades, confirming it is not scrap.
Half buried in the silt, the propeller is held firmly in place not just by its weight, but by the powerful suction of the seabed. The tight framing confirms the critical M7 hub drain port. Identifying these fixed markers is essential for verifying the identity of the structure.
Using a soft brush attachment, the ROV must maintain a light touch only, gently wafting the accumulated silt from the hub cone to reveal the M7 port.
As the ROV pulls back, the distinct scour marks confirm the object's identity. This is unequivocally a single flight.
To ensure proper rigging, the hub's identity must first be revealed by clearing the sand line and exposing the cast number. To protect visibility, the diver uses a flat hand sweep to clear the suspended silt plume away from the hub cone.
The cast number, B3174, is physically part of the metal, not merely stamped on the surface.
The diver carefully cleans the hub shoulder, revealing the crucial cast number B3174 and the foundry crest.
By identifying and confirming the existing damage on blade 3, we establish a baseline. This fixed defect, the diver meticulously traces each arc from the hub outward, ensuring the blade count is confirmed.
As the diver clears the groove, the M6 oval scar is revealed. This confirms the marker's consistency across.
We are now centering the camera on the propeller hub to establish continuity before we begin the controlled clearing and mapping of the lift points. Verifying the identifiers is critical. The sidelight reveals the raised B3174 and
Utilizing fixed features like the M7 inspection port is crucial for navigation at these depths.
Cocking the propeller clockwise ensures accurate identification of each blade and any damage sustained.
The diver confirms the continuity proof. The triangular M4 nick remains identical, with no new damage or bends after handling.
At 38 meters, the team documents the M6 anomaly. This precise mapping data is essential for the upcoming lift plan. The diver is now establishing the orientation using a soft strap, critical before the jetting operations commence around the hub.
By trenching first, the diver safely reduces the suction around the hub, a critical step before removal. Maintaining the integrity of the casting marks, such as B3174, is paramount.
The priority is to expose the load-bearing geometry of the hub. This allows for a complete assessment of the propeller's integrity. The newly revealed M3 keyway slot is critical. It definitively proves that this is a propulsion component, not just structural wreckage. Diver is establishing the marker linkage between the M3 keyway slot and the B3174 designation on the hub shoulder, critical for calculating the lift plan.
Despite the turbulence and low visibility caused by the trenching, it is essential to keep continuity markers like the M6 patch clearly in view.
It is critical to protect the blade edges from sling crush. The diver assesses the lift-safe zones.
To prevent orientation mistakes, the M7 and M1 markings must remain visible while the chafe.
The documentation of critical geometry is paramount before lifting. Here we see the diver ensuring the keyway slot is.
Symmetry is critical here. The slings must be positioned on the strong hub zones, carefully avoiding the blade edges to prevent damage during the lift.
The propeller is treated as crucial evidence. The inspection confirms that the M4 defect remains unchanged.
The rigging plan is finalized, with the divers meticulously placing chafe pads around the hub. The critical next step is the descent of the spreader bar. Controlling the swing in this strong current is paramount. Divers use precise signals to guide the heavy lift hardwictions. The goal here is to keep the load entirely on the hub structure and never on the blades themselves.
The diver is carefully clocking the rig. This ensures the sling is aligned correctly with the hub shoulder and the bent blade, preventing any twist during the lift.
In moving water, controlling a live load is paramount. A sudden pulse can shift heavy equipment.
To reduce the snag risk, the sling path must be kept clear of the bore. The diver confirms the M3 keyway.
Symmetrical rigging is crucial here. The second sling must mirror the first to ensure the load is balanced and prevent any unwanted rotation during the lift. Once the pins are fully seated and the webbing secured, the load path is committed, ready for the tension of the lift.
Controlling the rotation before it starts is critical. The tagline provides the necessary leverage to stabilize the massive propeller during the recovery operation.
Topside team applies the first gentle tension, a crucial test to ensure the rigging is correctly aligned before the actual lift.
The diver's inspection confirms no contact and no damage to the blade tip area during the tension test.
The diver must ensure the webbing does not creep toward the opening. Should anything shift, the operation must be stopped early.
Even minor issues, like a snagged sling, can escalate rapidly under the immense pressure and load exerted on these
Equal tension in the slings is critical. It prevents the propeller from spinning unexpectedly under the moderate current, ensuring a stable lift. The load is increased incrementally for the suction test. The diver holds, ready to signal an abort at the first sign of microlift.
The massive bronze hub lifts only centimeters at a time. A painstaking process, but vital for a successful recovery from the seabed. Rechecks like this provide continuous proof that the markers have not shifted during the initial free hover.
As the topside rigging lifts again, the seabed finally releases its grip. The 5 blades clear the sand.
A final inspection confirms the keyway is clear. With no snag hazards present, the team is cleared to commence the ascent of the propeller hub.
The primary function of the tagline here is to control the rotation, preventing the blades from windmilling in the moderate current.
The close-up on the B3174 and the Foundry crest provides a crucial proof beat.
The moderate current assists in clearing the water, allowing the diver to glide along the blade. The silt falls away.
As the propeller ascends, the diver carefully monitors the yellow sling for webbing creep, ensuring it remains clear of the bent trailing edge of blade number 1.
A strong pulse attempts to roll the massive propeller, but the diver's firm tagline check holds the M4 nick steady.
With the rig secure, control is now handed from the divers in the water to the surface crew monitoring the lift. The massive bronze propeller nears the
delicate process of surface capture. The massive crane slews slowly into position as the line handlers take the strain.
We call this moment first daylight. The challenge now is bringing the propeller completely to the surface without losing control.
With the M7 hub exposed above the waterline, the risk of a hull strike is present.
Before the deck landing, the crew must meticulously re-verify the propeller's identity, confirming both the serial number and the Foundry crest.
The data confirms it. The fingerprint survives every stage.
The crew carefully rotates the massive bronze propeller, ensuring the precise orientation required for a safe landing back on the vessel.
The crane operator begins a slow, controlled swing toward the deck landing zone. The line handlers meticulously guide
The safe landing of the propeller signals a key milestone in the recovery effort, yet it is merely a part of the process, not the conclusion.
One last proof before weight meets wood.
The massive propeller is lowered only inches at a time. The crew keeps the guidelines taut to prevent twisting before it settles onto the cribbing.
To prevent point loading, the crew carefully slides foam pads under the blade root. This ensures the massive propeller.
Careful micro adjustments are critical, ensuring the blade clears the support structure and preventing costly damage.
The crane lowers the critical M4 blade 3. Tension mounts as the nick tip approaches the deck. Inches separate success from catastrophe.
This is the payoff moment. After months of planning, the massive propeller is guided safely to the deck.
As the propeller settles onto the cribbing, The team ensures the BD-177 is precisely aligned.
With the full weight resting on the cribbing, the crew ensures the massive propeller is secure.
Lashing must only be applied to the propeller's strong geometry, ensuring the straps avoid the blades.
Confirms the M3 keyway slot is clean and within tolerance, which is critical for the propeller's mounting on the NC3 shaft.
The final integrity proof confirms the M4 nick is unchanged, indicating no new damage after the lift.
Condition logging is critical for maritime assets. We carefully document the hub identifiers, B317.
The crew initiates a gentle desalination rinse over blade 5. This process slows corrosion and reveals the M6 scar patch beneath the grime.
It is crucial that the cleaning process remains gradual and non-destructive, especially when dealing with delicate bronze surfaces like these propeller blades. The propeller must be securely lashed and sealed according to strict chain of custody protocols.
The recovered 5 bronze propeller, designated B-3174, is being meticulously documented.
Clarity of these markers, B3174 and the foundry crest, ensures the artifact's traceable identity.
We begin at the M4 blade 3 tip nick. As we pan continuously across the surface, the integrity of the casting is evident.
To ensure safe transport, it is crucial to protect critical interfaces like the M3 keyway slot. Foam padding is applied carefully around the bore. Careful attention is paid to the padding placement, specifically isolating the damaged trailing edge to prevent any transport-induced deformation.
The crew takes responsibility for the safe and lawful transport of the massive bronze propeller.
The chain of custody is finalized with a physical security audit. The inspector performs a tug test to